ADHD and job hunting. This is something we've been going through recently and it's all sorted now, but here's a bit of advice if you've got ADHD and you're looking for a new position. When we were looking for jobs, first thing I found I was doing, scrolling through sites, maybe looking at the job title and going, okay, that sounds interesting, but I was looking at the dollar value and going, I'll apply for that. Had this weird arbitrary sort of amount that I thought that I should be getting. And yeah, of course you got to know your worth and you've got to pay the bills, but yeah, I just had this weird sort of idea about what I was looking at, those two things, the job title and then the money. Ultimately, what happens is you apply for jobs, you spend the time writing all the applications, and you miss out, and you're sort of like, ah. And a couple of these jobs that I went and applied for and got interviews for, they were sort of these leadership sort of positions I thought I was equipped for, and audibly I missed out. As it turns out, there are actually other people out there who are good at doing stuff too. And eventually, we found new positions in the areas we were looking for. But what we realised is that the jobs we were looking for would be jobs that would demand us after hours, that would demand our time mentally all the time. Have other people to look after, have other people that you're constantly monitoring. And it's a lot of stress, a lot of time. And so when you take these higher paid jobs and it has all these other requirements, you're probably better off working a lot of retail sort of jobs when you go by an hourly rate sort of standard. Whereas the positions we've now taken, they demand us to turn up at 9 o'clock and to leave at 5 o'clock. Now, that may not seem like a lot for a lot of people, and that may seem a bit boring to a lot of people, but for someone with ADHD, that's actually a dream come true. Of course, no one goes home from work and never thinks about it ever again. There's going to be things that pop up. But even though I was disappointed I missed out on some of these jobs that I thought I was equipped for, we actually ended up talking to each other about it and going, it's actually a blessing that we missed out on those ones that maybe had the higher pay packet or the title or whatever this shit that we thought we needed. Along with those positions came a lot of stuff that, for ADHD, as neurodivergent people, just is not healthy at all. Just longer hours, more reporting, more paperwork, whatever it is, all this sort of stuff. That's fine. If that's you, if you love it, that's good. This is all stuff that we found in previous careers to be really, really, unhealthy and quite dangerous for us some of the times. Advise, don't just look at the money and what you think you should be doing. Look at things that, the job sounds interesting, sounds like something you can do. Yes, you got to have money to be able to pay your bills, so that's going to come into it. Don't go down the path of trying to get a title or try to get extra money because you think that somehow gives you a better status. Don't worry about that shit. If you're ultimately happy and you've got enough to pay the bills and put food on the table, then that's really the main thing. It's not worth sacrificing your mental health long term just to say, you're a boss or you're this, that, the other, and that you earn this much. Doesn't mean shit really.